How's it going tonight, everyone? I have a few updates and delays that I need to talk about that will impact the channel, and not only that, I do need to talk about something related to Resident Evil 7, but I'll get to that towards the end. For now, let's get right into this video. So I think the first thing that you need to know about is the updates and delays. The one thing that you should know is that I recently got a job, so a lot of my content might be fluctuating with the amount of uploads and stuff like that. I might take a page from my friend Ren and just kind of work on everything, and once all of that stuff is done that I've been working on, I can just upload it all at once and have all that content out for you guys to watch. So that way, while you guys wait, you have say 3 or 4 videos to watch while you wait for several months with no new content for me. I don't know, I'm kind of contemplating on whether or not I should do that. Maybe I will, but who knows. The thing that you really should know is that now I need to kind of manage my time because I have a job. So that is something that you need to know about. So that's the update portion. The delays, however, kind of ties in with the RE7 thing that's in the thumbnail. Well, for one, I was sick recently and I was supposed to be working on videos, so I just didn't really have the time to do it because I was resting and I wanted to be able to rest. So working on videos was not my top priority at that point. And the other thing is that I am actually going to San Francisco for the Resident Evil 20th anniversary event to play Resident Evil 7 using the PSVR over in San Francisco. So yeah, that's kind of exciting, I guess. The thing that is really exciting is that Capcom emailed me about it and asked me if I could come, so I was like, oh, okay, sure, I'll come. And I have my own personal biases against Resident Evil 7, but I think the thing that really drew me to this was that, A, it was Capcom that emailed me, and B, I get to try out PSVR, so, it's that's not a thing that you get to just do on a regular basis. I mean, if you go to events and whatnot, I guess you can say you do that a lot, but for me, it's more of a once-in-a-lifetime thing, so I'm kind of excited to talk about that and get into that. So that's all you really need to know as far as the delays are concerned. I have work, I have been sick, I was sick, I'm not sick anymore, and I'm going to an event. So those 3 things are kind of the main factors as to why there's going to be some delays in content. And so now I want to talk about the actual Resident Evil 7 event that I'm going to. I want to disclose some things, I want to talk about some of the things I'm hoping to see while I'm there, and just kind of talk about what I hope to gain out of this whole experience. So to fully disclose everything, Capcom is going to be paying for my flight and the hotel room that I stay at. The reason why I'm going is because I am one of the lucky few Resident Evil ambassadors that are being chosen to go to this event, and it's the first event of the Resident Evil 20th anniversary / Resident Evil 7 demo tour that they have going on. So I will be going out to the first one that's in San Francisco. And that said, because they are paying for my flight, because they are sending me over to this event, I want you guys to know that my opinions on Resident Evil 7 will remain the same regardless of how much Capcom is, paying to send me out to this event, regardless of how much time they let me have with Resident Evil 7, regardless of what they show me. My opinions remain the same. I am disinterested in Resident Evil 7. I do not like the direction that Capcom is taking the game in. However, I am excited at the opportunity to be able to play something that Capcom is offering to, myself and many other people to play using the PlayStation VR. And I think that's, like I said, what got me was being able to go to an event and also getting to try out some new hardware, being, again, the PlayStation VR. However, that said, I don't mind talking about the positive aspects that I noticed within my playthrough of the demo and some of my experiences with PlayStation VR. That stuff I don't mind talking about. Just know that my overall opinion of Resident Evil 7 will still remain the same as it did when it first was announced at E3. So what am I hoping to see out of this event? Well, one, I would hope that there's a lot of fan and company interaction. I'd like to see how that kind of turns out. I'm hoping that the way that I can interact with Capcom is being able to pull an employee or two to the side and conduct an interview for a few minutes. If not, maybe try to set something up where we can do an interview on the TCP podcast. Something like that would be very interesting to me. I'd like to be able to talk to them about either Resident Evil, if not Capcom related stuff. So stuff like that is something that I hope to see over at the event. The other thing that I would hope to see is just how events are run, because this is my first experience with an event, so I'd like to see how that's all kind of handled and how that's run, so that way I can take that experience and maybe apply that to other events that I may attend in the future. And lastly, what do I hope to gain out of this experience? For me personally, I think it's more about being able to have a positive experience with the PlayStation VR, or just some form of experience with the PlayStation VR, so I can form a new opinion around hands-on impressions with the PlayStation VR. Outside of that, I'm hoping for a very positive experience within the event. I hope that it'll just kind of introduce me to what I should expect with other events, whether they be related to Capcom or just a more broader experience, like something like E3 maybe, or Too Many Games, or something like that. So with that said, that's what I hope to gain out of this whole experience. Anyways, with all that said, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope that you all understand. I know that it can be a little bit frustrating to have to wait for new content, and you know, it's getting delayed yet again on my end, so I do apologize for that. But in the meantime, if you don't already, you can follow me on Google+, Twitter, and on Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next one.